Yo, my dudes, what's going on? David here, and welcome to another reaction. This episode, we are diving into Marvel's Daredevil Season 1, Episode 9, called Speak of the Devil. Hopefully, you've been enjoying the series. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what I can do to further entertain you guys. And head on over to Patreon if you enjoyed enough and want to see more of it for the full, uncut, unedited reactions over there. Extra early episodes over there as well. But with that being said, fasten your seatbelts. Let's ride. Ooh. Who is this man? Who on earth is this man? Oh. I don't think this is going to end well for Maddie. This man's trying to kill him.
Matthew, I believe he walks among us, taking many forms.
What if you could have stopped him from ever hurting anyone again?
Stop them how?
Maybe he's giving up.
Maybe he's just choosing his targets more carefully.
Hey! I said you need to wait outside.
This must be who he was fighting.
It's all right, Francis. Thank you.
Señora Cardenas, ¿dónde está la biblioteca?
You just asked her where the library is.
Entra. Pero está bien.
El señor Fisk nos ofreció el doble de dinero.
They doubled the offer to get the tenants to move out.
Mis vecinos piensan tomarlo.
Oh, damn it.
What?
Of
Her
course.
neighbors are thinking about taking it.
After everything that's happened, you don't get who we're dealing with.
No, we get it. Matt, he's a rich dickhead who thinks he can pay people off to kiss his ass. He is standing
It's
on
working.
City Hall with his cronies like he's already won. Make sure Richmond's on the guest list.
So Fisk and Matt haven't seen each other face to face yet. Because I think, obviously him being a blind guy, if he saw him, he'd just realize, hey, this is the man.
If I could get inside the head of the man who won the heart of such a charming woman, it would.
Very clever.
Well, you could always ask him yourself.
Oh. Oh. Let's go. Woohoo. Blood is pumping now, guys. Blood is pumping now.
Hope I'm not interrupting.
He looks nervous.
Murdoch.
Yes, the attorney. I've heard about all your work in Hell's Kitchen.
I'm aware of yours as well.
That seemed kind of suspicious, Matt. A little suspicious.
Maybe you could put in a word.
How did you know I was sitting here? You mind me asking?
You want the short answer or the long one?
I know everything.
I was worried you might have gone out and done something foolish after our talk this morning. Murder is not in your heart.
How do you know?
You're here, aren't you? I don't believe you went to see this woman for insight into how to kill a man.
No.
I think maybe you went looking for a reason not to.
Interesting. He's got to do something, though. That isn't the man. Father, man, just hitting on the nail. And we're back. He needs the suit so bad. Oh. Get over here.
The man in the mask, a psycho? I hope they trace what happened to Elena right to his doorstep.
He'd never expose himself like that. Plus, half the force would probably in his pocket.
Oh, they absolutely are.
Then
I've
let's
said
pray
it
the
time and
mask
time again.
gets his hands on.
I thought it was his dad's stuff.
Shoots up at this address, likes cheap menthols, thinks it covers the stench of his rotting teeth. It doesn't. Who paid you? Was it Fisk? Was it Fisk?
Dude, just answer, dude.
Was it Wilson Fisk?
I came here for Fisk. Guess I'll have to settle for you.
Not as easy as you thought, Matt.
I show you respect.
That gas dripping. He needs a new suit. Man, fighting on fire right now? I'm shocked he's not screaming. Ugh. Dude, he's got to get out of here. Oh, man. All that blood. Put the mask on.
Where's Matt? What'd you do to him?
Don't hit him. Don't hit him. Foggy finally finds out.
Matt?
Yeah, buddy. All right, season 1, episode 9 of Daredevil. Speak of the Devil. I don't know who's directing these episodes, if it's a different director each episode or if it's the same director per season. I don't know how they do it, you know, what route they go. But for the most part, Daredevil gets it right. I think the casting has been done well. The choreography with the fight scenes have been done well. And, you know, those moments have been done well. Here we get a lot of talk in this episode, but not wasteful talking. I feel like a lot of shows have a lot of episodes where it's very wasteful talk, and in this episode I feel like we don't get wasteful talk. We get very sort of progressing talk, and so that is always a good sign. I'd probably give this episode like an 8. I was leaning a lot towards 7 in the beginning, maybe the beginning 2/3 of the show. I was leaning towards that 7, but then I thought that, you know, with the ending of the episode and, you know, all the reveals that were revealed, I couldn't go less than an 8. I don't see how you can go less than an 8. We got to see Fisk see Matt Murdock for the first time. That whole interaction, which was really cool. We got to see that Foggy he now knows that Matt is the masked man he's been talking shit about. We got to witness a very cool fight scene between Nobu and Daredevil. it's just a lot. It's crazy. We saw death with Elena. They killed Elena. That's crazy. There was just a lot in this episode for me to go less than that 8. Again, in the beginning, there was a lot of talk. We had a lot of scenes with Matt and the father from the church. And a lot of it was, questions from Matt saying, what do you think that the devil is amongst us? Do you believe in sort of things like that? And so the father, gave, his stories of it. And so obviously Matt is talking about Fisk. Fisk is continuing to make the masked man look as though he's doing all the murdering. He's bombing the city. He's doing all of that stuff. And so he's almost clearing his image and making himself look, like he would never do such a thing. He cares so much about the city, and he cares so much about, all of us. And so that ridiculous. I love Wesley. I think Wesley adds a lot to Fisk, them as a duo together. The chills that I got when Fisk walked in and Vanessa said, "Why don't you ask him yourself?" That was one of those like, whoa, holy crap. Throughout, I thought what was cool also is throughout the episode we were seeing, so it was almost like the fight scene was obviously the ending scene, but we got to see it very first thing, and we got to see it, a few more times throughout the episode. And then when we got to that point in the show, we then, started the fight and saw how everything went about. Basically, Fisk I wouldn't say risk. I wouldn't even say sacrifice. He pretty much made Nobu bring out the masked man. He thought that they would, there were 2 people that were giving Fisk problems. So he thought, obviously, with that mindset, that one would eliminate the other. He said in a perfect world, both of you would have killed each other. Nobu had a huge like advantage throughout the fight. I thought for sure that he was gonna hurt Matt to the point where Matt was going to need to change the suit. He was all cut up. We got to see a surprising little miniature scuffle between Matt and Fisk. Obviously, I won't count that too much as a fight, considering one was all cut up and weak from the first fight. But Fisk looks kind of strong. I mean, if I say so myself, like the way he was fighting, even when Matt was hitting him, he looked unfazed. He looked like he was just shrugging it off. Oh, that's light work, That's crazy. Then Wesley, obviously, he missed the shot. Matt jumps into the little, I don't know what it is, like a lake or whatever of water. And then he gets to his house where Foggy is, and he's knocking on the door. And he hears Matt fall. At least he had assumed it was Matt. And so he goes through the roof access, gets down to Matt's house, and then it reveals. That's crazy. The first time we see Fisk and Matt meeting each other, the first time Foggy it's revealed to Foggy that Matt is Daredevil, the masked man. And then we got a little scuffle between Fisk and Matt. All 3 of those things in one episode? That's crazy. I guess the only downfall that I have with the show, if there is one, and it's really a nitpick too, is I just don't care for Karen that much. I don't know why that is. I know she's decently important in the show. I just don't. I don't know. It's just not there for me yet. I don't know if later on down the road it'll come. But Fisk, there are 4 people that to me were casted so well, like beyond like what I would have ever thought, you know, a casting for the show, especially because it's one show and they're all casted so well. But obviously that being Fisk, Wesley, Foggy, and Matt, I just feel like they were meant for these roles. They just fit them so perfectly. They do such a great job every single time they're on there. I felt the sort of fear in Foggy when he was like searching through Matt's apartment. Also, like it was like fear and, you know, trying to be tough because his friend could be hurt type of thing. And so I don't know, dude. Like this show to me has been, I know it doesn't get crazy amount of views, but the show for me has been awesome. Like so awesome that it makes me want to go back at some point and rewatch Punisher, because of the fact that I kind of just watched it with the mindset of I'm just watching it to watch something, as opposed to watching it and paying attention to it. Because I didn't even realize Karen was in Punisher until, you know, people let me know, like, how did you watch Punisher and not know she was in there? I'm assuming she's a semi, you know, important person in Punisher, and I have no memory of her. So, you know, it's crazy that this show, I know at one point it was very popular. I know a lot of the popularity for the show and for the other Netflix Marvel shows have died out because of the fact that, you know, Disney has bought out Marvel. And once that happened, these got canceled. But I think it's very tough because I've always sided with movies more than I've sided with TV shows. And you rarely get, for me at least, you rarely get a superhero show that, you know, can compete with the movies. And so I'm assuming, you know, a lot of people think very highly of Arrow. A lot of people think very highly of Flash. I think Daredevil would, or at least should be considered. It's definitely in the argument as, you know, one of those shows that can compete with the Marvel movies. But yeah, man, like I said, I gave this episode an 8. If you agree or disagree, please let me know down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Head on over to Patreon for the full uncut, unedited reactions over there. I'm going to head out. I'll catch you guys later. Peace, guys.